Hello, my name is Elaine Bennett, and I teach anthropology and public health at St. Vincent College in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. In this video, I review a resource that I found to be helpful for introducing a critical analysis of race and racism to my students. The RACE project at understandingrace.org was developed by the American Anthropological Association and the Science Museum of Minnesota as a traveling museum exhibit. This website is its digital arm, making some of the content of the exhibit available virtually. I found it to be a valuable tool for discussing race with students. It includes sections developed from the lenses of history, science, and lived experience. A section on the history of race includes a video and an interactive timeline on the history of events related to race concepts and race reckoning in societal, scientific, and governmental spheres. Each entry on the timeline expands to include additional information and images that students can explore. These go into great depth about the way in which we've conceptualized and studied and formed ideas about race throughout American history, and into a lot of detail about different events and policies that have shaped the lived experience of people of different races throughout U.S. history. There's also a section on the science of human variation, with information and demonstrations to help students understand that science of human variation, the science of variation in human skin color, the science of variation in human genetics, and as you can see here, it emphasizes that race categories do not reflect actual biological categories among humans. Walk students through thinking about how traditional race concepts paint a very different picture from what we actually see when we do genetic studies of human populations. The third section is a set of activities on the lived experience of race to help students understand the many ways in which stereotypes and ideas about race affect people's lives and their understanding of themselves and others. The RACE project challenges the way we think about race and human variation, leads us to learn about the differences and similarities among people, and helps us to understand elements of our shared and different histories. I use this site as part of the human variation lesson in my Introduction to Anthropology course. Sometimes I visit it in class during a lesson, sometimes I direct students to review the site as part of their out-of-class work, and I sometimes direct them to do collaborative note-taking from the site. I value the site as a tool for teaching about race because it is interactive and engaging. You can incorporate it with various levels of direction. You can tell students to simply explore, or you can give them very specific questions to answer. It's accessible to students at different levels of knowledge. And the resources section provides a number of additional resources, articles, and papers for students who are looking to learn more deeply about the concepts and ideas that were introduced in the different sections of the website. Finally, it provides an integrative perspective, showing students how the humanities and biological and social sciences all play an important role in analyzing a complex phenomenon. Thank you for checking out this review.